Some women may ask, why do we focus much on women than men? What is that? When you open the platform, open your social media, it's all about the talks of women more than men. Yes, because women are too fragile. We are like eggs that when you don't handle us very well, we crash. We become useless. But a man, no matter how ugly, no matter how bad the character of a man may be, he ends up marrying a very good and beautiful wife. But women, when a man finds a little error in your life, that little error in your life can cause your marriage delayed or denied. That's why we focus on women always, to amend lives, so that you don't end up where others ended up. So we are talking about today why there are some delays in marriage. Don't worry, don't rush me. We are going somewhere. We are ending somewhere. We want to talk about a woman being too demanding. When a man finds out that you are too demanding, if you're into a relationship, learn to have little pretense of it. I do tell people that you don't need to pretend in your marriage or your relationship. But when it comes to demand, learn to have little pretense. There are some men that hate, in fact, not some, men hate that when a woman sees little money in their hands or in their pockets, you come to list your needs. That's when you tell the man you need this one for your hair, you need this one for your outfits, you need this one for your wares, you need this one for your makeup, your creams and soaps. There's no man that is happy about it. When you're into a relationship and a man finds out that you are too demanding, you are that kind of woman that, you don't use your eyes to see money, the man runs away. Because he will now start to imagine, if I've not brought this person in my home and she's like this, if I bring her in my home, that means I will not save 1 naira. And it makes a man to run away from you. So if you are too demanding, from today, try to cut short your demands if you're into a relationship. Does not mean you should not demand. Yes, sometimes men are angry also when you are not, demanding something from them. They're not counting that, okay, because maybe that you have another place also, somebody else that is solving your needs. That's why you're not demanding from me. That's men's nature for you. But sometimes you demand in a very cool way, in a very mannered way. Sometimes you demand from a man. Sometimes you will allow a man to dictate your need. In fact, that's one of the ways to find out whether a man loves you or not. Sometimes you will allow a man to say, I've been expecting you to say this. I've been expecting you to demand this from. I've been expecting you to ask for money for this or not, but I've not heard from you. If a man will be able to dictate your needs, a man that is able to dictate what you want, a man that is able to dictate, okay, this is what I think you need, that means the man loves you. So sometimes when you are being too demanding, a man sees it that you cannot take him far. I'm not saying you should not demand. You have to cut short some things. Not everything. There are some things you shall allow a man to dictate for you in your life. There are some things you shall allow a man to find out, okay, I think my wife, my girlfriend, I think she needs this. Don't always be too forward to demand. When you are too demanding, there's no man that hangs around you. Anyone that purchases today will leave tomorrow. Because they will see that, that girl, if you enter her, men can talk. If you think men don't gossip, they gossip. It's not only women that gossip, men also gossip. They tell themselves the truth. When they gather, they discuss women. Your weakness, they discuss it. Your strength, they discuss it. Even married women at home, they discuss their wives at home. As well, women discuss their husbands outside. When a man is doing well with the wife will discuss him outside, telling the people, oh, if you see how my husband treats me at home, my husband treats me like queen, my husband treats me like princess. Oh, if you see what my husband bought for me, some may be lies, some may be truth, but everyone is trying to protect his marriage. The same way you talk about your husband outside, the same way you also gossip to people outside. Oh, my husband is not treating me well, my husband is doing this, my husband is doing that. That's the same way men gossip. That's the same way they talk about you outside. So if you are a strong woman, men know, they know. If you are a weak woman, they know. So when you're into a relationship, there are things you need to cut short. You know what? When the first man perches on you and leave, if he sees any other man hanging around you, coming closer to you, he will go closer. Unless he doesn't know. Is it that girl? I was the first one that wanted to marry her, but her character, no, no. I didn't say she should not go, so that you not say I stopped from marrying a good woman, a beautiful woman. But I believe you see what I saw and ran away. It has finished though. Only that statement alone has told this man all about you. What will he do? He will now put his eyes down to know whether what he heard is true or not. To know whether what this friend told him, is it true or not? When he finds out that it's true, what will he really do? He will run away. Another man will also come. And this person also, unless he has not found out that somebody is coming closer to you. If he has found out that somebody is coming closer to you, what will he do? This person will also talk. This person will talk. This person will talk. That's why there are sometimes women will control some things. Your anger, even if you are somebody that, when you are provoked, you can break heaven. In the presence of a man, sometimes we pretend as if you are not like that. If you are that kind of person that throws up everything out immediately, wham, the way it is, no man can come closer to you. Yes, you don't tolerate. But when you are into a relationship, you will learn to tolerate a man. When you are into a relationship, there are some things you have to hide. Because you want to marry. Unless you are not ready to marry. If you are ready to marry, there are some things you should hide. There are some characters and attitudes you should hide. Sometimes if you go for a visit, there are some things you should hide. Oh, let me be hiding. Let me pretend a little so that you won't know this is the way I am. Yes, all of us, as long as we are women, our lives are not good. Our attitudes are not good. But to some extent, you can pretend a little, to cover up. So that this man won't know, oh, is this the kind of attitude I have? Even in marriage, there are some people, why we're having issues in marriage today is because we fail to pretend. I'm not saying you should pretend though, but in some way, in some aspects, there are some things you should pretend, It's not that you should bring out the way you are truly to a man. That's what causes problem today in some marriages. So when you're into a relationship and peradventure you are going for a visit, or you went for a visit, or you have gone to a visit, whatever, what do? Learn to hide up some manners, some attitudes. I know somebody, when she was about to marry, the husband is living abroad. And the husband sent us, okay, go and visit my mom. Stay with her for some weeks. I'll come and pay for your dowry. You know what? This lady went to visit her mother-in-law to be. And when she went there, she disclosed everything about her character. She was in the woman's house, and the son wanted to send money through her own account. And she was cautioning the young man. Why? Why will you? Is it not too much? Is it not too much? And the man said, is it the kind of person I'm bringing to my house? And you know one thing? In the life of every man, there's something they hate. You know what they hate? When they want to stretch out hands to give to your parents, and you say no, you become their worst enemy. There is no man that doesn't want to give to his or her parents. So if you are a wife and you are coming in newly or you have entered, if you want to know the bad side of a man, stop him from giving the parents, which is wrong. As a good woman, you have nothing should make you to tell your husband not to give to his parents. Was he not born by a woman? Are you that the woman that is talking? Don't you remember that when you become a mother-in-law? So when you become a grandmother, when your sons will grow and get married, will they stop giving you? So why will you stop your husband from giving to his parents? I don't encourage that. So these are the things. There are most people today, because of their attitudes in their relationship, it has delayed their marriage. But when you make an amendment, the next person that will come, even if you will hear or he has heard, will start to say, all this they said about this woman, they said about this lady, I didn't find them to be true too. And it will work for you. Moreover, in all, you must recognize God in your marriage. Don't enter into marriage because you saw a handsome young man. Don't enter into marriage because he's wealthy or he's rich. Don't enter into marriage because he dresses cute. There are some things you look for in marriage, and it's only God that will reveal it to you. Thanks for watching. Please share, love, like, follow, drop your comments on the comment section. Don't fail to follow. If this video comes across you, pass to others. Don't fail to share. Thanks, and God bless you. Remember, we love you, but God loves you.